Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the I Am CDB project. I, of course, am your host, CDB. You are not, and today we're going to use some really excellent stuff. We're going to use the Timeless Bronze Razor, which you see here. I really like this razor a lot, and here you see the Timeless stand that it was riding in. This guy is about, I believe, $120, which is a lot for a razor, but for a premium razor, that's a very good price, I must say, and I have really enjoyed this guy. Astra SP will be the blade. We're going to use Timeless Etherea soap made by Shannon's. Sometime back, I gave a set like this away, and the other day I ended up buying it because I did like it, and I just got around to purchasing it. Wonderful, wonderful soap. Hard to describe the scent. That's really not my thing. But some spiciness to it, some powderiness to it, a little bit of lavender in there, I think. Really nice scent. There's a look at the soap. The folks at Shannon's are tremendous. I can assure you, you won't find better people or better quality people. And they've made this one for Timeless, and I picked it up the other day along with the Splash. I think the soap was 18 bucks, and the Splash was 14 or something like that. It's a little bit more than, say, Sterling or something like that, but it's still not into the premium price, but it does produce a premium result in my view. I'm going to be using one of my old school brushes, the old TSC brush, which I really love, and we're also using the Timeless, if I can get that up there for you, lathering bowl, which I picked up along with the Shannon's Etherea. This is a really nice bowl. I will do a separate video on this. I had been looking for a plastic bowl with nice ridges, which this one has. And I'm going to break this out into a separate video and talk about this bowl and how I think Timeless can improve upon it. But as far as I know, and I'm saying that with that caveat, as far as I know, this is the first plastic bowl out there that has some really nice ridges, and the ridges run all the way up into the sides of the bowl. Really nice design. It's something I've wanted for a long time. It's something that I actually pitched to a different vendor, and of course I've discussed that, and I'll discuss that when I break out a separate video on the bowl. But what I can say is I'm really pleased with this. I don't have to worry about knocking it off my seat and breaking it. 12 bucks, I think it's a really nice deal, and as you can see, it's helps in whipping up a very nice lather. Enough babbling. I'm 3 minutes in and have yet to put brush to face. So I'm almost like bust in that regard. Let me wet the face and let's get into it. Stay tuned. All right, and here we go with our Shannon soap, or actually Timeless Etherea, made by Shannon's. And again, I know the folks at Shannon's fairly well. Brian and Shannon, really super nice folks. They do things the right way, not just trying to extract every dime from me. Of course, they're trying to make a buck. I mean, who wouldn't? I would be too, but they're the real deal, folks. Really nice people. So go on over there and check out their products, and they make a really nice product as well, I must say. This smells fantastic. It's really hard to describe, as are a lot of great scents. Fairly complex scent in my view, but I definitely pick up some lavender, some spiciness, some powdery, some powder, I should say. But it's a nice scent. Nice scent indeed. All right, let's get out our Timeless Bronze and see how this feels. And it feels like butter, as usual. You've seen me use this razor many times because, well, I like it. And it is outstanding. I believe Timeless is about to announce another bronze type product, which you'll see soon. We'll check that one out for you. Oh yeah, this one is really a nice smooth shaver, despite being more mild than my Timeless 95 blade gap. This one is mild, but it's very nice. I believe Timeless said they were going to produce some plates that were more aggressive for those who want more aggression. But I must say, for $120, which is a lot of money, until you compare it to other premium razors, it's a good deal in my view. So if you're considering delving into premium razors for the first time and you don't want to pay close to $200, which is where they usually run, maybe consider a bronze. But that's entirely up to you. If you have plenty of discretionary income and could just pull the trigger on a $200 razor or a $300 razor, then go ahead and do so if you like. That is, of course, your decision. I'm not nearly as hard on expensive hardware as I am software, because, you know, this thing will last my lifetime, my son's lifetime, maybe his kids have taken care of. So you can definitely get your money's worth over the years. All right, that was an excellent first pass. Stay tuned. We'll come back for pass 2. All right, here we go. Pass number 2, and I need to get a little more soap out of here. I'm not used to using the old school Plaisans anymore. Most of the brushes that I'm using now are more dense, so the old school Plaisans feel a little bit different, but they're still great. Really soft, like cloud on your face. But I must say they have improved on them with like the Razor Rock, you know, their line of plus soft type knots, and of course, you know, Wolf Whiskers and Envy Shave, Black Wolf, and all sorts of great synthetic knots. When I first started wet shaving, synthetics were still largely poo-pooed by the, you know, strict traditionalists, and still are to some degree today, but they have really caught on because people have learned that you can get a really nice product for sometimes $10-12 that does the same thing as a $300 Badger brush, and they've caught on, and I say good for you. It took me some time to make that transition, but once I did, there was no turning back. I don't see the need in spending a lot of money for a brush unless you just want to. Certainly on a performance basis, there's no reason to do so in my view. But again, I just put this information out here for your consideration, and you take it and use it as you please. Some folks disagree, and they're very happy to spend $300, maybe even $400 in some cases for a brush. I'm not doing it. If you want to do that for a razor, I can sort of swallow that, but not for a brush. I just don't see any compelling reason to do it, especially when you can get a great bore for $20, $25, and it performs when broken in just like a Badger, from my standpoint anyway. And I did used to use natural hair a lot until I discovered synthetic was just cheaper, easier, and better for me personally. All right, excellent second pass. Stay tuned. We'll come back for pass 3. All right, and here we are back for pass number 3. And a couple of videos ago, I think the one where I used a tiki soap, I talked about, you know, when I give you the truth. And what I mean by that, in addition to what I was saying then, is I was talking about, on that video, historical problems that Tiki had. At the time, of course, I didn't know that Ron at Chiseled Face had started making Tiki products, and now he's handling fulfillment, so there are no issues now. But anyway, during that video, I had said, you know, what I'm here to do is give you the truth. And what I mean by that is, you're not going to get on this channel pushing of products that I don't really believe in. For example, saying that these premium brushes are too expensive is blasphemy in the wet shaving community to a lot of people. They do not like it, but that's just the way I feel. And a lot of people will not say those sort of things. They will not tell you that it's just a doggone waste of money, as I see it, of course, my opinion. They want to stay within the good graces of, you know, folks in the community who make premium stuff and so forth, and that's great, but I'm just going to call it like I see it and tell you I don't see a reason to buy a $300 brush, none whatsoever. And so That's what I mean. I will tell you things like that I have learned based on my experience. Now, still, in my opinion, you may find that you don't really care for synthetics for whatever reason. Like, oh, that guy, Chris, I am CDB's full of crap. That would be a fair call. But please keep one thing in mind. I'm telling you the truth as I know it. That doesn't mean I'll be perfect all the time. Like this morning I said, this Timeless is the first plastic bulb that I'm aware of with those really nice ridges in it, because it is to the best of my knowledge. But again, I'm not looking at wet shaving stuff every moment of the day. My shave geekery is not what it once used to be, because I've settled in and learned what really works for me. So I'm not scouring the internet all day every day in true shave geek fashion looking for, looking at every product that comes out. If I hear about it, I'll give it a look. Maybe I'll buy it and try it, but I'm beyond that stage. Whereas other people are either just entering the first stage where you buy everything. Eventually, most people learn that you sort of can settle in on a few products and do very well. You don't have to buy everything. You don't have to try everything. That's where you end up. It's usually not where you start, but certainly where you end up. So I'm beyond the stage of pure shave geekery. Although I'm still a bit of a shave geek, otherwise I wouldn't be doing these videos. But I'm just calling it like I see it. So please keep that in mind. Doesn't mean I'm perfect. Doesn't mean I'm right. Does not mean you'll agree. And I think I've been saying that for years. So, all right. Really excellent shave. Felt fantastic. Absolutely nothing to complain about. Stay tuned. We'll come back for the post. All right. And here we are. Back with the magic made by witches. Thayer's Cucumber. My personal favorite of the Thayer's line of witch hazels. Really good stuff. Works great for me. A friend of mine, Dan, has told me to try Humphreys. I've just never got around to it. I need to try it, but I must say, I've never been disappointed with Thayer's, so I'm reluctant to try anything else because it just works so well for me. All right, let's talk a little bit about this equipment. The Timeless Bronze. There is an Astra SP riding in there. Excellent razor, premium razor for $120. Check with the Timeless folks about a more aggressive plate. I think at some point they were planning to deliver that. But really, I've been just really thrilled with this. It is extremely smooth shaver. Here's the stand, which is beautiful, heavy. You're not going to knock it over. There's my old TSC brush, which my buddy Tim Berger had made for me. It's hard to see the logo in there in this light, but I'll never get rid of this brush because it is really something. Here is the Timeless bow, which I'm going to make another video on. The folks at Timeless made this themselves. They didn't have it made. They made it right here in the United States. That's the thing about Timeless. Almost everything they sell is made here. Not 100%, but close to it. In addition, if you are a veteran or a member of law enforcement, reach out to them before you order and they will give you a discount because they strongly value military service and police, as I do. Shannon soaps, Etherea, really, really nice soap. I'm glad they've teamed with Timeless because they're really great folks, both companies, both out of Ohio, probably driving in the left-hand lane at all times. All right, let us use the Shannon's soap Etherea, or Timeless, by Shannon's Etherea. Ingredients: witch hazel, lavender, hydrosol, fragrance, glycerin. So we'll see how this goes. I have not used this one before because I didn't want to open it up before I gave it away because I had to send it to the winner, which I think was Tim Speedy Lee, and that smells nice. Let's go for another round. Why not? We'll enjoy it during the head shave today. This video is been a little longer than my norm because I've been babbling, but I'm feeling good. The weather has gotten a little bit warmer. I think it's supposed to be somewhere near 50 today, and I will take that all day long. I'm so happy about that because I hate this cold weather. It's been single digits earlier in the week, below zero, the wind chill. Yuck. I hate that. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Again, All the products I use today, I believe in them all. Check them out. And stay tuned for the Timeless Bowl. I will delve into that and tell you what I think. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB. You are not. God bless.